So I just wanted to chat a little bit about this idea that whenever we reveal emotions, that it's somehow not hearing God or we're off because we're going by our feelings. This is one of the biggest lies perpetrated by institutionalism, religion as a whole. And whether it's intentional or not, I just want to shed some light on this because I believe we're missing something really, really big here, especially as the church or believing world, Christ followers. A lot of people that have been involved within the four walls of religion have been told by leaders, well-meaning or not, that if you follow any feelings or emotion over your belief, then you have the propensity to be deceived, or you are deceived because you're going by emotion or feeling rather than the truth of what you read in the Bible or the truth that you read in the scripture or something to that matter, or what you're hearing from the pulpit. Let's talk about this and break it down a little bit, because emotion is simply energy in motion. Feelings goes along with that energy in motion because now you're touching your senses. You're feeling something in your body. And you know how somebody would say, oh, your feelings got hurt because there's an eruption or a disruption in the energy in motion. So look at it like energy in motion that has you've been either triggered somehow, or you're excited or elated or sad or mad. All of those things, energy in motion. When we are using the totality of our body, meaning mind, spirit, soul, and body, and we are feeling into that energy, whether we're being directed or led or guided by God, that is huge, you guys. It really matters. Now, I know what some well-meaning people are saying. They're saying that, look, you're an emotional train wreck. Basically, they won't say this out loud, but they're thinking this, leaders and whoever. You're an emotional train wreck, you've been really hurt, you've been wounded, you've been traumatized, and you're crying all the time, or you're getting angry and you have these outbursts, and you're just so emotional. You're so energy emotional, right? So you don't want to be led by that. Well, there is truth to that, because if we just go by something that really made us mad, and then we act on that energy, then that could be very detrimental to our life. For example, if I get really angry at somebody at a stoplight, I'm letting my feelings and my emotions get the best of me, the energy and emotion, then, I could say something stupid or act out or something like that. We've seen it a lot with road rage out there, right? Fortunately, that hasn't happened to me. It almost happened to me, but not like through me. My old days, yeah, I would get, say something, yell something, whatever. But that's what we're talking about here, is the energy in motion that way. And if I'm feeling something, when that energy explodes in me and I act on it, yes, then we have some issues, or potentially, right? But when I want to talk about something that's different than that, and when we just lump it all together as a leader trying to tell somebody, or somebody saying, look, don't go by your feelings ever, don't go by your emotions ever, we're really shortchanging the process here of feeling our way with our entire being when we're led in a direction. When we feel something that is off in a restaurant, when we feel something that is off around an individual, we're sensing with our intuition. We're paying tuition inside. In other words, we're paying that bill. We're paying the tuition inside. So I'm going in, and then I'm paying something out because I'm feeling it. Now it's a dividend that's going out of me. So when we lean into that intuition, when we lean into that feeling in our spirit and our body, that, my friend, is divine. That is godly. That is holy. That is something of the Spirit that we're being moved by. We're being moved by the Spirit in that energy and motion. We feel it in our body, and then we move out by that. Now, if we're hurt and traumatized and wounded, and our emotions are all over the place, our feelings are all over the place, then it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to dial in to that feeling that the energy is pulsing inside of us. So this is why we want to spend the time to soak, spend the time to sit in silence and allow that healing to take place and those things to dissolve in our lives that are harmful to us, the negative emotions and all of that. So I think it's important that we divide what is going on here. Our beliefs actually follow what we feel. Did you know that? So when I feel in my spirit, I'm starting to believe something now. If I do it in reverse and I believe something and then I feel it, I mean, it could work both ways, right? But I'm actually feeling the spirit move inside of me. The spirit say something or do something or prompt something inside of me. I'm feeling that energy pulsating. And so then, therefore, I believe that's true. I believe that is true in my body. I have a belief system now. If we just believe what we read, and then we cut out our feelings, we cut out the energy and the emotion, then we're just believing something in our head. And it doesn't go down into the feeling center of the spirit moving us, pulsating us, prompting us, that bubbling up, or that pulse, or that prompt, or that lead. You can feel it in your spirit and your body and start affecting your body. You can feel it in your spirit first. You're like, ooh. You ever just start crying for no reason? And it's not because you're wounded? Well, it's because the spirit's moving inside. Something moved you internally. You ever start just laughing for no reason? Well, something's stirring, something's moving. And so it's important to pay attention to that. I mean, it's one of the most important things we can do by being led by the Spirit of God, being led by love, being led by God. Super important. So when somebody tells me, or I hear this written, see it online, written out, or taught somewhere, see it on a YouTube video or posting, I'm like, huh. When they say, don't go by your feelings at all, just go by what you read. Go by the scripture that you read. Go by what you've heard, the truth that the pastor said, or whoever. Just go by that. Don't ever go by your feelings. Then we're leaving a huge part out, you guys. And again, I understand why some people say it, because some people are really, really hurting and they need healing. Let's allow that to take place, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, please. Don't throw the feeling in your spirit and your body that's moving you. That's where you learn to discern between the two and just say, oh, wow, I just got moved by something. I'm in tears, or man, I feel prompted to go say something to that person, or I feel led to move to another state, or whatever it may be. And then it's super important too that I think if you want to have real assurity, you just feel into it a little more. Go do your research, in the spirit. Wait and listen. Stay in silence, and then you'll be moved again and again and again. There's nothing wrong with having 2 or 3 witnesses internally. And then externally, somebody says something, somebody does something, and then you're like, oh, that confirms it. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that because I've been seeing it a lot. Don't ever go by feelings. Don't go by emotion, because they'll really mess you up. And it's like, well, what if somebody's whole enough and healed enough to understand the difference? That's the point. Okay, hope that helped. We'll see you on the next video. Please subscribe, and we'll see you there.